Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what are underrated websites and what do you use them for? 10 My email. No need to use my own email to read a random website. I made a Reddit account using these emails, account still working fine. This one sounds interesting. Finally I can get my revenge. I will now create many fake emails and use them to spam the inboxes of porn sites. Remove.bg does a pretty solid job at removing the background of any image. You can even just Ctrl+V. Con, lowers quality a little. Yep, I mainly use online tools for small photo edits. Remove.bg is what helped me make a new photograph required for my school application, while others went to actual studios. I just modified myself. You just saved me a lot of money with your grad school application tip. Thank you. Camel.com tracks the price history of something on Amazon so you can see if a sale is actually a good deal. The Chrome extension Keeper adds this functionality directly onto the Amazon product pages. I've saved a lot of money by seeing items that regularly go on sale. Real example, the Istapot Duo Nova, regularly $100 but I noticed it went to $50 twice the last 3 months. I waited a few days and now sure enough it's $50 again. Attempted to use Keeper until I read the permissions request to allow it to alter personal information including passwords, phone numbers and credit card information. No thanks. Naturalreaders.com. It's basically a text-to-speech site that lets you copy and paste passages into a text box and then the computer will read it back to you. I use this when I need to type out papers, short stories or any other lengthy piece of writing as a way of proofreading. It's nice to use this way because then you can hear your errors read aloud. I use it when I have a lot of reading assignments for college and I don't have time to really get to them all but I want to listen to a reading while I clean or something. I used to use it for long reports. English isn't my native language and I try to get a listen to my writing to see if it sounds right. I stopped using it once I realized my spelling is just so horrible that it would sound like an alien regurgitating. Futurem.org, you can use it to send emails to the future you. Been using it for almost 3 years. It helps put into perspective how much has changed over the course of a year. Is there a website that allows me to send an email to past me? I've got a couple of things I need to warn me about. Can you CC me? Yikes. This one could be so good or so bad. Hey, looks like you survived, champ. My experience wasn't ideal. My now wife and I had been together for a year or so and sent an email to our future selves about all our hopes and dreams, getting married, what jobs we'd have, having kids, how good a granny her mum would be, etc. Silly, fun stuff. In the intervening years most of my wife's family had died, including her mum, and after 3 miscarriages we'd just lost our full-term little boy. It was a real ouch moment. I'm sure in different circumstances it's a great idea but in this case, 0/10 would not recommend. https://www.photopea.com. Online image editor with Photoshop feature. Edit. Thanks for upvotes and awards. Don't forget to visit our /Photopea. Photopea is excellent. For those curious, it has the absolute best PSD file support of any non-Adobe product I've been able to find. Yes, better PSD support than GIMP or Affinity. As a graphic designer with nearly 20 years of experience, I don't get the fuss about GIMP other than being free. It has the worst user interface I've seen in any tool I've tried. I always love an opportunity to be able to talk about archive.org because it is such a wonderful and free resource for so many things. It has millions of free downloads for music, movies, books, software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. There is also the Internet Arcade where you can play a lot of classic games along with the console living room which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games too and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. There's a lot more in their software section too. It also has the Wayback Machine which has archived more than 486 billion web pages saved so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. For example, here's Reddit on July the 25th, 2005, a month after it was created. Gee, you're the best. I'm broke to buy any kind of expensive books to self-study in my field. I found just the one I'm looking for in archive.org. I owe you a lot. Worth checking out https://z-lib.org too. Has every book I've wanted, but I'm not sure it's legal. Edit, link added. Unsplash.com. Tons of free-to-use images of damn near everything. I love this one. I'm in a web design course and the prof recommended it. Pexels.com is also very good to use. I find more offbeat stuff there. https://imslp.org/wiki/main_page. A library of public domain classical sheet music. You can pretty much find any classical music over 100 years old. I stopped buying sheet music when I discovered it. Plus, it's pretty easy to send music to students during e-class in lockdown. Edit, wow, thanks guys. I'm glad my information helped some people. Well, that beats the hell out of using image search and getting paywalled at every promising looking sheet. Listen to radio around the world https Radio Garden /. There's also https www.window-swap.com / which lets you view out people's windows from around the world. Edit, as several users have pointed out, the videos on the site aren't live feeds, but hopefully you'll still find it interesting anyway. Out. Well, that's just useless to me. Yes, fellow pervs, rise from the bushes, make yourselves heard. Wait. www.justwatch.com. Allows me to search up a movie or TV show and tells me where it's streaming. Edit, it seems like quite a few people are not able to view something they want to watch, but I also use 123 movies when the only option I have is to buy or rent it. There's also the option of torrenting with a VPN. I'm always looking for this type of resource for movies for my kid. Thanks for the link. If you use Chrome you can make a custom search engine. Settings, search engine, manage search engine, add, then just fill in the form. Search engine. Just watch. Keyword. JW. URL. https www.justwatch.com/us. Now if you use the URL bar and just type like JW I know what you did last summer and hit enter, it will take you straight to the Just Watch search page. Lightingmaps.org. It tells you in real time where lightning strikes anywhere in the world. Nice to track when there is a thunderstorm where you live. I find this site very soothing. It's also cool to see a strike on the map and then hear the thunder a couple of seconds later. If you zoom in enough, they show a prediction of where the sound wave should be. It's usually off by a second or two but pretty close. https www.deepl.com/n/translator. DeepL for translations instead of Google Translate. Although language options are still limited, the results are more natural and elegant. I'm a bilingual Chinese/English speaker and use this whenever I can't remember how to say a phrase in the other language. It's very accurate. Yes. Much words. Tagging onto this, DeepL runs off of the main online dictionary www.ligi.com, which is a complete and utter lifesaver for people wanting to learn languages. It will give you the word you're looking for, with all secondary or tertiary meanings, and will furthermore give you sentences with examples of the searched phrase. The Noun Project. Need an icon for something and don't have time to make it yourself? People from all over the world create them and upload them. Great resource for graphic designers. Icons available in SVG or JPEG, and they're doing stock photos now too. ~3 a bunch of awards. Say what? Was not expecting that, thanks. I was not disappointed. NSFW. Neither was I. SFW, kinda. Removed. Removed. Yup. Make sure you search on DuckDuckGo to find the functioning versions of Selves library and also be okay. Edit, apparently posting the direct links got the parent comments deleted. Here are some useful websites to access a wide range of literature, including scientific journal papers. Selves, specifically good for finding journal papers. Works best if you paste in DOI for the paper. OK's library works best for obtaining free copies of books, including textbooks, standards, novels etc. Werove.net. They are masters at tracking down the exact clothes actors wear in TV shows. And they often show a similar cheaper option if your budget is not the same as millionaires. Edit, mostly women's clothes, and no movies. Sorry. Is there a version of this for movies? A Knight's Tale has one of the coolest wardrobes I've ever seen in a movie. I'd love to get the shoes Rosie wore in Jojo Rabbit. My goodness, what a terrific movie. https://projects/tip-of-my-tongue. Tip of my tongue. It's really effective and has helped me countless times. I always seem to want a word when I'm writing but forget what the actual word is. As someone taking multiple epilepsy meds, this is amazing. Keppra often has a side effect that basically causes language issues that result in a tip of my tongue kind of problem.